How are you today?
I'm pretty fine.
And how is the weather in your place?
So, early this morning it rained a little bit,
Mm.
but right now it's kind of hot.
Oh, okay. So I just learned yesterday because I'm meeting with an Australian teacher,
Oh,
and I think I have mistaken when I using the word rain about the weather. Okay, so apparently when suddenly it rains and there are like thunder and something, okay, rain, so they
yeah,
would call it a storm. Is it?
yeah, yeah. So I also thought about this, because it has thunder, and
Mm.
so it's kind of like a big rain now. So I guess they would call it storm.
Yeah, so like because of our Vietnamese, I always thought that the storm means something very big and
Yeah,
like a very long rain, like over and over again from the morning to the afternoon or evening. But
yeah.
apparently, it's just normal rain. If it's rain from the morning to the evening, that they would call it a rainy day. But for example, there would be like 30 or 40-minute rain, it would call a storm.
Yeah,
Isn't
so
it weird?
maybe yeah, it's because of Vietnamese. So I like when I hear the word storm, I also
Mm,
think of like something
something
that's really
very,
big.
yeah,
It can
dramatic,
cause
right?
it can cause death also.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
And then someone explained to me about fog. Fog.
uh-huh.
So fog is basically a cloud that haven't lifted off yet.
Uh-huh.
So to us, it's more like it's kind of um, like in the air there would be some kind of water, right? Like sương mù,
Yes.
yeah. But the Australian teacher explained to me that fog is more like a bunch of clouds that haven't come up to the higher level of the sky. So that's called fog.
Well, actually, I think basically the definition our definition and theirs also kind of the same. It's just in Sabah sometimes there's there's fog,
Mm-hmm.
and people still always call it clouds or so.
Oh, yeah,
So
okay. So I didn't know that. I just thought that like sương mù meaning some sort of like a form of watery air or something, like a mist.
uh,
Yeah.
uh,
Okay, so well, good to learn more about like the
weather.
weather. I also learned about many different types of rains. Yeah.
Well,
So we have drizzle, which means it's a
it's
very light
like
rain.
small.
Yeah,
Yeah, like raining, that spring rain. It kind of
yeah,
that
drizzle.
that
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So they explained to me that drizzle is like the when the drain dropped, it doesn't make any kind of like the bubble. It's just very
Bubble.
light. Như là nó
Yeah.
rớt xuống á, nó tạo ra cái dòng dũng nước mà nó tạo ra cái dòng nước á, thì cái drizzle nó không có tạo ra được cái đó.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, drizzle. And then there is sleet. So we don't have sleet in Vietnam, but then sleet is a mixture between icy icy rain and like snow. Sleet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah. We definitely
mm,
don't have that. But I guess that if somewhere Sabah, then they would probably
mm,
have sleep.
yeah. So maybe sleet would be in Sapa. And
Yeah.
then the other thing is hail. Hail. Hail is like icy rain again, but then the shape of the rain, the drop is kind of like a
Uh-huh.
ball, a ball.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it can damage anything. When it drops, it can damage a car, for example. It's just like a very icy ball drop from the sky.
Mưa đá.
Yeah, and sleet is also mưa đá, but then the shape of the drop is long. Nó chỉ hơi
Yeah.
dài dài mà nó hơi giống như cục cục giống như tuyết thôi, nhưng mà nó không có rớt xuống, nó không có bị đau á. It doesn't hurt people. Sleet. And then
Yeah.
haw is like terrible something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just what I learned yesterday. Okay. Do you know more vocabulary about the weather?
Like absolutely. Like because normally we would like I I won't be able to learn like specific a name like specific words that are used to describe all the rain like drizzle or sleet or hail. Like we all yeah like actually like we only usually say like use the word heavy rain or like
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. Like I never really learned very carefully about how to talk about the weather, but
Yeah.
apparently like a native speaker, they talk about weather all the time, especially to begin a conversation. They do it at small talk.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
also have seen this on movies a lot.
Mm.
Actually, like when like like people like foreigners they would probably gonna ask about the weathers and stuff like that to start a conversation. But like if Vietnamese
Mm.
do it, then it would sound kind of strange somehow.
Yeah. So in somewhere in the UK,
Yeah,
it's not about the weather, but because you mentioned the weather, you want to talk about how you feel inside.
yeah,
So if you say it rains a lot or the weather is bad, it means that you feeling bad. You're feeling bad. Not just the weather, but then you are sad or you are not happy. Yeah.
oh,
And then if someone say back to you like it will get better tomorrow or like the next day, it means that they want to cheer you up like or don't
you
be,
will get better.
yeah, you get better, don't be that like pessimistic. Yeah.
Ah,
Okay.
oh,
Um,
I didn't know that a conversation
but
could be so deep.
yeah, I'm trying to ask like my real friend because that's what I watch from like video, and then I asked them, and I asked one Australian guy, and he said, no, we don't do that.
Oh,
When we talk about the weather, we really talk about the weather. And
uh-huh.
then I asked one Irish girl, like one
Yes.
Irish colleague, and she
Yes.
told me there might be someone who talk about it, like her mother would say something about the weather, but hinting something about her feeling. But
Yeah.
personally, she doesn't do that. The Irish girl, she young and she doesn't do that. She thinks it's very old fashioned to do so.
Yeah, and kind of like deep somehow.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
but then that's how you can make small talk. Like you ask people about, do you really talk about the weather when you mention about the weather, right? Like
Yeah.
just go and ask everyone like, hey, when you guys talking about the weather, is that really mean about the weather or something else? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, another thing I can give you a different types of wind. Wind. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So you heard it in many songs like a cool summer breeze, right? Breeze.
Oh, yeah, breeze.
So what would it
Actually, there's
possibly
a song
mean?
I really liked,
What is
like
it?
about breeze. Like I guess it's like slightly cold and not really strong wind.
Yeah, it's
It's like it often happens in like autumn, I guess.
so it's
Maybe.
a very gentle wind, and it's maybe
Yeah.
in autumn, like you say, or during summer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they would call it a summer breeze. Okay, because
Yeah.
usually autumn, like at the end of autumn or winter, it wind heavily, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so to indicate it's a very strong wind, we have a gale. Gale. Gale
Uh-huh.
meaning strong wind. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And another adjective. So these are now, okay? I'll give you
Yes.
an adjective to describe a very rough, windy, and rainy season or like weather. It is blustery. Blustery, meaning a rough and windy and rainy weather. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So that's it. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
another
like
one.
actually like
Overcast. Overcast is meaning covered with cloud. So it's like foggy, but like
oh,
heavily foggy.
uh-huh.
Yeah, overcast is foggy. Yeah.
Yeah. Like actually like when I talk about wind, like the only word that I use is like wind, but like it's something, but
Mm-hmm.
like sometimes I also use strong wind also, but like not,
Mm.
but like I haven't heard like
Yeah.
almost any of these word that
M-
is
m-
used to describe the
me
wind.
neither. Me neither. I had never heard of this word until yesterday. And then, yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it might be nice to share with you.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
really nice actually.
so,
And
so what would be your favorite or like ideal weather?
actually I guess like this goes for almost every people that like uh quite sunny day, like there the sun is like is bright but like not really hot,
Mm-hmm.
and um and sometimes there would be some like like maybe like it would be a summer day, and
Mm.
um it will like sometimes it will have some breeze, summer
Mm.
breeze. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you prefer like drizzling season?
Um,
Like a little bit of
Probably, yeah.
rain?
A
Yeah.
little bit of rain is also
To
good, like
yeah,
a
to cool down the heat,
drizzle.
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I always love drizzles. Like a little bit of rain would not like hurt anyone, and you feel like inside you feel
like
a
kind of
little bit
like
cool down,
refresh, Yeah,
refreshing. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Um,
And by the way, talk about breeze. Like I have this favorite song, and it also has the word breeze, and it sounds
so
really nice. And it's like the song actually gives me a breeze like some like autumn breeze kind of
mm-hmm.
feeling.
Yeah.
So
So what
I
is the
think
name?
you should try to listen to it.
Okay, sure. Autumn breeze. Okay, cool. I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
Recently I just watched a very nice movie. You know Mamma Mia, right?
Oh
Mam-
yeah, I watched the season one, and oh my god, like the soundtrack is everything. Like
yeah,
I like ABBA a lot,
yeah, me
and
too. Big fan.
and yeah, because like my mom always like she always listened to them, so I kind of like take
Agree.
after her
Yeah,
a bit
yeah.
of that, and I love that movie because like actually like Meryl Streep her voice
It's
is really
so
good.
yeah, and
Yeah,
then Amanda, the daughter, her voice is
yeah,
also very like angelic.
yeah. Like they did a really good job in like covering all
mm,
of these
yeah.
ABBA songs.
So there is the sequel of Mamma Mia is showing on the cinema. You should check
Yeah,
it out. It's about the young life of Mary Streep, the the
yeah,
the character Donna. So
yeah,
before she met three guys and then get pregnant. Yeah, it was very nice. I
yeah.
love the new
The
song that they singing, and they also featuring Cher, you know Cher? Is she also a big star in terms of like
Oh yeah, I know her.
yeah, in terms of like pop pop culture, yeah. Um,
Yeah,
you might see it later at your place, but yeah, try to prepare your emotion.
yeah, but like actually like kind of bad because like they are like well although we do actually have a cinema, but like they always show some things to I don't know like some old things or like some things that like can find on the internet,
Mm.
not like they actually uh buy the films and like and and by the way, I don't think like I'm old enough to watch the movie.
Oh yeah. Um, here they don't. They also say like age are not allowed. Like under 16 are not allowed into the some sort of movies. But then if you show
Yeah,
up in the morning, like very early in the morning, like suốt 9 giờ sáng, á, then they would let you in.
yeah, but like actually they wouldn't notice. So
Well,
yeah,
they say like there might be inspector coming and checked, but you know, like no one would do that in the morning.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like actually like if I don't need to show my ID, then
Mm.
I would probably pass because like I kind of tall and big and like
Yeah.
actually I just I
Yeah.
don't look like my age.
Yeah.
So
You go, girl. You go, girl. Anyway, what's your favorite from Mamma Mia? Favorite song from Mamma Mia?
um um like for the season one, and I guess I think the song like the winner takes it all.
Wow, that's a great choice. Yeah, I do enjoy the move that scene. Like she sings very
Like,
emotionally.
no, yeah, and like while like walking away from that,
Mm.
um, that man, and like it's kind of like really like emotional scenes that from the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I it's the movie really makes me want to go to Greece someday, like to the
Yeah,
islands. That's my
yeah, they
dream.
show.
That's my
Yeah,
dream, you know.
uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's also my dream. Like they showed a really like great
yeah,
scenario like from like they show us a really beautiful side of Greek.
yeah. I enjoy our last summer, like when Sophia go to the
Uh-huh.
boat and see three of her fathers and they
Yeah.
begin to sing a very soft song. So
Yeah.
so when you talk about breeds, I think of that song. I don't know why. Yeah. So it's good that you love Mamma Mia. So in case you have a speaking task and it's talk about your favorite movie, just include it.
Yeah,
You
like
got
definitely.
more feeling and emotion to talk about it, right?
Yeah, like it's kind of bad because like I like usually I don't like really enjoy those like
Mm.
romantic movies. Like I kind of like more of like an action and
Mm.
horror.
Mm.
Like I'm kind of into that genre more like
Yeah.
but like Mamma Mia is like an exception because
Yeah.
like because of like all the songs that they included in the movies and like the plot is
Mm.
really great.
Yeah. Yeah. The genre of the movie is more like musical movie. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's like
that's the exceptional. That the only exceptions that I like about musical movie. So I don't really like musical movie. To me, they're a little bit like extra, you know. But then,
yeah,
like all the cast in Mamma Mia was so natural, like the way they sing, the way they dance. So I kind of enjoy it, and like they go very smoothly to songs. Yeah.
yeah, like the song actually fits the like the scenes and situation. So that is another thing that I like the
Yeah,
mm,
you remember
like
the song
they
"Money, Money, Money," right? The window is
yeah
broken, and then and then something like someone sing. Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah, like actually, like after I like after finished the after I have finished the movie, I even I even went to YouTube and search for those songs to listen to it
Of
again.
course, it's a nice soundtrack. I'll send you
Yeah,
the song from the sequel. One
yeah, that's
song.
really great. Like,
Well, it's
like I
called
heard.
Andante. Andante. Andante
Oh,
mean a very slow beat, like a
uh,
very slow tempo in term of like song.
oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Sorry,
yeah,
it's the commercial.
yeah, and like I heard they also had some other album songs in
Yeah,
the maybe a sequel, right?
yeah. The sequel have different episode song or like song that is in the background. Like Waterloo will come into the
Oh,
front round.
yeah. What I
So Waterloo is in the after credit, like when the credit is coming out, and they dress very fun and then sing Waterloo. Then
uh,
in the sequel, Waterloo was like a featuring song, like people are talking and then someone suddenly sing. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So they make it a very nice job not to repeat old song from the original movie, and if they do have to repeat it, they adding up more singers like Shay and other people to make it
yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in terms of like musical movies,
Mm.
do you, like I just want to add like although I haven't watched this, but like do you like enjoy like Les Miserables?
I never watched it. Like
Yeah.
I have a kind of like not a very good feeling about movie in the French title.
Yeah, because like
I
I don't
can't
know,
speak
like
I can't speak the language, and I don't really like the language.
uh
The funny thing is that one of my friends told me that they see my like formal life. I don't know. It's very scary and creepy. But she told me like in my formal life I was a French girl.
what?
She's
Oh,
yeah, she kind of like seeing it somehow, and she told me like the reason why you really hate French from this life is because you once a French girl and you didn't have a very happy life. What? So you kind of like want to forget the language somehow.
actually, like I don't really believe in this psychic of things.
Yeah,
Like it sounds kind of like
creepy.
you
It's
know
like it's more like spiritual.
creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like creepy and like kind of unbelievable and yeah.
Mm, yeah, me too. Me either. I don't believe it, but then maybe it's a good explanation for me hating Friends so much.
Uh, so like what about well this movie like this series is quite like you know
Mm.
you know High School Musical.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite too. I used to like it a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
before I watch Mamma Mia, so I like high school life story. But then I get older and I like something more mature like Mamma Mia. But
Yeah,
then
it's kind of a shame that like Disney, like Asia Disney doesn't show these great shows anymore, and like now like Disney, like they they don't have any like shows like before, like Hannah
mm,
Montana and like
yeah.
High School Musical and like the Sweet like on Deck and so
Mm,
like
yeah, we owe a lot from Disney because of this movie. We learned a lot more about English, right? Through the
yeah,
song.
like actually, so like in primary school, like I even watch those shows like before I can even like read and like read Vietnamese. Like but like that shows like I don't know, like I enjoyed it a lot, even though like I can't even read the
Yeah.
subtitle.
So that's the reason why you have very
And
good
like
English. Yeah, you grow up
so
with it.
yeah, like I kind of like I grew up with those movie, like even like also I was really small, but like I still enjoy it a lot. And but like it's such a shame that like to um when I started liking it even more, then they just stopped
Mm,
showing it.
yeah, yeah. It's such a shame that like Disney like series go down like that. Like I couldn't find any qualified Disney movies or series like now.
Yeah, now like I don't know about like if like Disney and other like Europe countries are like they have different schedule not, but like in here like sometimes I still like open Disney to see what they are showing,
Mm-hmm.
and I just keep being disappointed and disappointed over time. Like they just keep showing some like some cartoon from China and
Yeah, I
some
agree.
yeah, and
And
it's kind of dumb.
yeah,
I
and the
guess
painting was horrible. Like it's not
yeah,
even it like Phineas and Ferb like the drawing is not
yeah,
okay, but the content is okay, you know. But
yeah,
now all the thing in Disney was wrong and horrible or disgusting. Like
yeah. Like actually, I would also use the word disgusting to like describe it. Like
yeah,
I just don't know. Like
you know,
once I
you know the series name Cậu bé bác grandpa or something. So it's a combination of the baby and his uncle and his grandpa, and he become a superhero, shooting from his eye sausages. What?
what?
Yes, it's wrong. It's disgusting. It's why do you do that to a child? You know.
Yeah,
Uh,
and like kind of like and like the dumbness in
yeah,
in these movie cartoons and shows are like overrated.
yeah,
Like
and
it's overrated. Like I even like once I like opened like Disney like kind of like not really long time ago. So like they shows a cartoon from China that
mm,
there's this like there are three dumb zombies, and like
oh.
I just don't know how to feel about this
Yeah,
anymore.
and the horrible thing is that they duped, like they put on like someone saying Vietnamese things in all the series so that kids can understand. It's horrible, you know.
Yeah, like like this Disney. So like I prefer that if they
Why
them to like
why did they
uh
dubbed all the movie in
yeah,
Vietnamese?
like this is Disney, not Disney Junior. There is
Yeah.
actually Disney Junior for kids, and like there are two separated channels of Disney. One is Disney only, and one is Disney Junior.
Mm.
And what is like so like I just think that what is the point of like having two channels when like
Mm.
they both showing kids show not for teen.
Mm-hmm. And you know, like thanks to like the original Disney or cartoon, we learn a bunch of English like by listening,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah,
now they doing the dumped move to let someone dub it in Vietnamese, so kids aren't able to like listen to the English people talking. They would listen to Vietnamese. So how could they learn from that? I
yeah,
mean,
like
like kids are brilliant enough to understand like just the action and then get with the language,
this
get along
language
with the yeah.
language and like they like and actually like even though like maybe that they can not actually like understand it, but like they can copy the accent of the actors, and
Yeah,
maybe like also like practice their listening skills like
yeah,
while hearing the characters talking
yeah,
in the movie.
definitely, right? And now they don't
Yeah,
allow kids to do the show anymore, right? With the all the sub and all the dubbing. Yeah, I don't know, dumb
yeah.
move. You know, like Spain. In Spain, people refuse to listen to English, so all the movies showing in the cinema would be dubbed with like
What?
Spanish speaking actress or actors. So that's the reason why Spanish people cannot speak English perfectly, or like they are too lazy to learn to speak English.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Yeah.
And it's happening now in Vietnam, right?
Yeah, like, well, actually, I don't know what like for kids dubbing is. Well, dubbing for kids is actually nice, but like when you grow older, you actually when you can understand all of the things and you can read the subtitle, you
Mm,
actually realize that dubbing is a sin because like. Oh my God! Like they can like all the emotion of like the original dubbers actors like
mm,
those English actors like
mm.
send an emotion in their sentences like they cannot change like like I can not feel it when like hearing those Vietnamese actors saying like
Yeah,
or
like chân thành ở Harry Won. Oh my God, it's bad.
oh God.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So that's a very good discussion. If anyone ever asks you about how you feel about dubbing and like subtitle movies, you got opinion, right?
Yeah, like a really strong opinion. Like I really hate dubbing.
Yeah, of course. No one like it. Like in terms of like language lover, no one loves dubbing movies, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Okay, so I sent it to you today to handout. One
yeah.
is writing task two in terms of education, but I'm thinking you might do it as homework, like writing an essay, and the other is education. So I just want to give you some vocabulary in education for your listening.
Okay,
Yeah, just open it.
okay.
So in listening test, we never talk about listening test because you take the test and you got like 8. So I think it's a very easy part for you and we can skip it. But during the test, there would be like from the third listening, like there would be 4 big listening section, okay? And
Yeah.
section number 3 is always like usually about student or like student and tutor discussing something about their assessment or their assignment from the school, from the university, okay?
Uh-huh.
So it's wise to get some vocabulary in terms of like university and school and education, okay, to be prepared to know like when you have to fill in the blank with 1 or 2 words, you know what word you are about to listen to, okay.
Uh-huh. Okay, so like well, now I'm talking about listening
Mm,
and I kind of like so like when I took the final examination
mm,
like at school like actually like English at school is quite easy but like the listening I just don't know where the teachers
mm,
got it from but like they got some kind of like Spanish or like Mexican accent English
uh,
and it's really hard to understand what they are saying like I don't feel like they are speaking I didn't feel like they were speaking English like they kind of like had that Spanish accent in their voice so it's really hard to
yeah, I agree.
understand.
Yeah, So in IELTS, you are prepare yourself to listen to different kind of accents, but mostly it would be from British people. But sometimes you would
Yeah.
hear Indian accents.
What?
Yeah. So for example, there would be Indian student who come to England to learn, and he
Oh,
would be discussing something with his classmates. Yeah. So you would
yeah.
hear Indian accent, also American accent if the student is American.
Yeah.
So it's varied in terms of like accents in IELTS. But the good thing is that usually it's not that heavy accent that you couldn't tell. Yeah, it would be
Yeah.
a very easy to catch up with and to capture the idea. Yeah.
Yeah, but like sometimes British accent can be also hard.
Yeah, but you can get familiar with this through like movie series or interviews with like singer or famous people. Like
Yeah, yeah.
before,
I also like Sherlock Holmes, the BBC Sherlock Holmes.
yeah,
I think that um Benedict, the actor,
Cumberbatch,
yeah,
my
his
husband.
voice.
Yeah, you can listen to him or like Adele, like interview with
Yeah,
Adele, like Harry Potter cast, like interview with Harry Potter cast, yeah, to get
yeah,
familiar with the language. But yeah,
yeah.
I
It
think you will
sounds
be
like I
fine.
don't know,
Mm-hmm.
like there is a sense like they sounds really like British, but like not too heavy,
Mm-hmm.
and like they sound like kind of like I don't I don't know like uh the the British accent kind of like give me a royal feeling. Like I just don't know how to describe it, but like
Yeah,
yeah,
and then you can watch Game of Thrones. So Game of Thrones is more like British accents, not Irish or yeah, Irish accents.
uh-huh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Ireland or Scottish accent. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, so don't worry. Good luck with that. You'll be
Yeah,
fine. You can
I
all
hope so.
you can always trying more listening tests for IELTS. Just go to YouTube, typing IELTS listening test, and then give it a try
Yeah,
once or twice during a month. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. So just go through some vocabulary. In exercise number 2, there is a box, right?
yeah,
Like begin it with requirements. You know that already, right?
yeah,
And analysis.
yeah.
Okay, so what is the verb form analysis?
Analyze.
Analyze, very good. And with British English, it would be analyze with an S,
Yeah,
like LYSE, analyze. Okay.
yeah. Like actually, I have watched some
Mm-hmm.
some investigating movies like
Mm.
with crime scenes and stuff, and actually I have heard this word like quite
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah. So American English would be analyzed with a Z, right? And
Yeah,
then organize with a Z and
yeah.
realize with a Z.
That.
But all British English would be with the S. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we
Okay.
have like realize here, not realize. And
Yeah.
organize like this, not like this. Yeah. And then I always confuse with practice and practice because one of them is a noun and one of them is a verb, but it's opposite to American English. Một cái là sự thực tập á, một cái là thực tập.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hình như nó đổi ngược lại, ví dụ như tiếng Anh á, nó là S là danh từ, C là động từ, thì ngược lại tiếng Mỹ thì nó là ngược lại đó. And I always
Yeah.
confuse with the word. Yeah. So can you read the next word? How would you read it? How would you pronounce it? Requirement analysis.
I know probably.
Okay. So this
Criteria.
is criteria. Criteria. So
Oh,
the first syllable
criteria.
is like when you cry, right? Criteria.
Yeah.
Criteria. So criteria is like a list of things. It's like requirement, but it's a list of things before you like get past a subject at school, or like a list of things that you need to fulfill or have, or like kind of like a list of qualification before you get into something. Criteria, tiêu chí ha.
Oh.
Tiêu chí. And then we have dissertation. Okay, so dissertation is every student nightmare. For example, at the end of your bachelor degree, you supposed to submit some sort of like research paper, and you have to write a bunch of things, more than, for example, 10,000 words, or like in my case, to graduate from master degree, you have to write like 20,000 words. So that is your final like work before like graduating, and it's called a dissertation. Dissertation. So basically,
Yeah.
it's a very long paper. It's a very long research or essay. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna cry if I have to do this.
Yeah. And
I really like I have like I don't know and I kind of like go lazy and I just only work until the deadline is coming up. So.
yeah. It's good like that, like give you pressure and you pay more attention and focus on when you do the job. Yeah.
Yeah, but like it's just that I wouldn't have enough time to like make a really quality
Yeah.
dissertation.
So, for example, when you talk about dissertation, it's different in terms of like level of your education. So maybe a dissertation for your master is just one chapter for your doctor degree. And for the PhD doctor degree, you have to write 10 chapters. So which means it's like 10 master dissertation to get a doctor, you know?
Oh my god, seriously, I'm crying.
Yeah, okay. So it's a bunch of like writing to become a doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and essay is like thing that we're trying to do, right? Task 2. Task 2.
Yeah.
Next one, evaluation. Evaluation. So we got a verb from that, which is e.
Evaluate.
Đúng rồi, yeah, evaluate. And then we have module. Module. Okay. In British accent, someone would say module, like with a jar. Module. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
it's like kind of like the word education and education.
yeah, education, some sort of. So module is a subject you take in college or university. The thing about module is that you don't have to repeat it. So in high school or secondary school,